So we're gonna watch a clip here called Rogan buried Greg's son's Taekwondo junior black belt. All right, so context here is Greg Fitzsimmons is talking about his kid. He's proud that he got his black belt in Taekwondo.
So he started in preschool and he went all the way through 8th grade. He got his black belt.
If you know about Joe Rogan, he also was a black belt in Taekwondo.
I would try to knock people out all the time. Those like this is
I can't imagine.
Taekwondo tournaments, like a lot of most of the fights are won by points. They're won by decision. I won most of my fights by knockout. A lot of them by knockout. I mean, maybe not most of them, but I was always trying to knock someone unconscious.
But, you know, Greg is talking about his kid, right? And how he was able to get a black belt, you know, as a child. And Joe Rogan doesn't, you know, take him seriously. He's like, you know, those belts are meaningless.
It's kind of crazy to give a kid a black belt.
Yeah.
Little kids.
Yeah.
Because it's not real.
Yeah.
So we're going to watch this clip. We're going to react to it.
My son, he was having trouble when he was in preschool. He was biting kids. He was like crazy. And so the teacher said, there's this place called Marina Taekwondo in Venice. Great program for kids. So he started in preschool and he went all the way through 8th grade. He got his black belt.
So, you know, Greg there is saying like, yeah, my kid's a little crazy. So teacher recommended me to put him into some sort of place where he can expel his energy because he's all hyper and stuff and he's biting kids.
Do you want a chip? Ow! Cut it out! Ow!
His junior black belt. And it changed him. Fucking changed him. He became disciplined. It calmed him down. He used to go like 3 or 4 days a week. When he got his black, I don't know if they always do this, but when he got his black belt, he had to do, you know, certain, what do they call them, katas? Is that the?
It depends on kata's a Japanese word.
Yeah, he was. I think he did his katas, and then he.
You know, funny enough, if we can go a little bit back, he mentioned how, you know, it teaches people discipline.
Fucking changed him. He became disciplined. It calmed him down.
And that's one of the things that Joe has also said about joining a discipline.
My Taekwondo teacher said something to me when I was very young. They said that it is a tool for developing your human potential.
He had to break some boards, and then he had to do whatever, and then he had to fight 2 black belts. Like at the same time, and he had to go like 3 rounds at the same time. They fucking sicked him on him, and
Joe's like at the same time,
and he had to go like 3 rounds at the same time
because he knows it's like BS. He knows it's like It Man fighting a whole bunch of dudes at once, right? But not really. They take like one goes in, and then another one goes in, and then the other one goes in, right? It's, you know, they take their turn getting their ass beat.
Mr. Jones, Keith Jones, shout out. And it was tough. And they came out and he started crying. And Mr. Jones sat him down and he goes, "You're going to get back in there. You're going to finish this." And he went in and he wiped his tears and he fucking finished. And then he got his black belt. It was badass.
Wow.
Yeah.
How old was he?
We started in kindergarten. So this would have been in like, I don't know, 6th or 7th grade.
I know Joe's thought when he said he cried, he's like, "What a pussy." I would have never cried.
Maybe
It's kind
8th
of
grade.
crazy to give a kid a black belt.
Yeah.
Little kids.
Yeah.
Because it's not real.
Yeah.
You know, it's like different schools have different requirements and different belief systems when it comes to that. But somewhere along the line, that's where the term McDojo comes from.
So basically he's saying that all of Greg's son's accomplishments are basically just fake. They're not real. They're just pretend, right? And it's, you know, it's a harsh thing to say, but like, you know, when grown people say like, "Yeah, I learned karate when I was 7." It's like, bro, do you still remember all that stuff? Like, you serious?
Somewhere along the line, they developed these strip mall karate places.
It was in a strip mall.
That would they would graduate children all the way up to black.
And Greg is like right there saying, "Yep, it was at a strip mall. You're right."
These strip mall karate places.
It was in a strip mall.
Checked one of the boxes there.
Belt.
Mm-hmm.
And they would also they made it real easy for you to do it where you didn't spar.
It looks like he has a disdain for Taekwondo, and he has mentioned before that, you know, he thinks that Taekwondo, something that he actually has a black belt in, he thinks is useless.
I don't know how to do this. Like, I need to learn how to box. And so I realized Taekwondo in a lot of situations is not effective. It's not useful.
he's gone on the record to say that he doesn't think that Taekwondo is an efficient style of mixed martial arts to defend yourself.
And the problem was I started sparring with kickboxers getting and I realized that Taekwondo has no hands. Like the hand techniques were useless.
Because there's not really a lot of grappling and there's no boxing, and it just kind of requires you using a lot of your legs. And also that's why Joe is also famous for his kicks that he does and he displays, right? He has the most perfect technique. Even like GSP has said so. He's like, wow, you have an amazing technique, and if you hit that, it's gonna be quite brutal, right?
Well,
But man, I never seen anybody hit as hard. Like I don't care if it's a punch. Like, I never see a blow from a human being that hard. Man, I remember the bag when you were working in. It was a freaking hole almost in the bag. It was like a curves in the bag, like with your footprint in it. I'm like, it's completely insane, man.
Anyway, guys, hit a like, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll see you guys for another one. Bye bye.